Lieutenant, you have done well. These men are from the Nine, under the service of Captain Naval.
You know our orders were that you give us the location of the assassins, Captain Berlena, and let us deal with them. And now with the death of Lord Hawks, I think the Watch's attention could have been better spent elsewhere.
I believe the Nine and the Cloak Tower are the ones responsible for the Watch in Black Lake. This matter was something my lieutenant could handle on his own, and has. I hope you're not blaming us for Lord Hawk's death. As I recall, the order given to the Watch were to man the gates of Black Lake and solely act as couriers for the Nine and the Cloak Tower mages. We are, as always, ready and able to serve Neverwinter in any capacity requested. If you wish us to take a greater role in the Black Lake investigation, then we would be happy to assist.
I doubt any order I give you would be followed to the letter, Captain, but I appreciate your gesture nonetheless. Good day, Captain. Lieutenant.
As you no doubt heard, Lieutenant, while you were on your mission, there was another death in Black Lake, Lord Hawks. You have done all I asked at the docks, and now I am giving you official permission to enter the Black Lake District. But do not interfere with the investigation there. I fear I have pushed the Nine as far as they will go in this matter. As for the docks, I suspect they will always give us trouble, but with your help we have made great strides in restoring order to the area, and trade should improve as a result. Lord Nasher will be pleased, and I shall make sure to mention your name to him. Thank you for your efforts, Lieutenant, and fortune be with you on your travels in the Black Lake District.
Well met, well met. Please forgive my rather rude questions at the door. I would never intentionally stand in the way of the city watch. Well, unless there was nowhere else left to stand, really. But that wouldn't happen unless there was a flood. I must confess, normally I'm rather, reclusive. Not that I dislike people, mind you. Quite the contrary. But lately, with all the troubles, a murderer on the loose and young nobles sneaking around up to who knows what, I've had to place wards around my home. Oh, that's right. You came here for a reason, yes? Great dear, what a tale. The moment you arrived, I knew I'd be interested in meeting you. Wish I'd known that when I first greeted you. Would have saved some time. You've certainly come to the right place. A while ago, I found another shard with properties similar to the ones you possess. I've done every possible test on the shard, but learned little. However, I've never had another shard to compare it against. If you'd like some answers, I'll gladly run some tests on your shards. I have just enough quicksilver to do it. Ah, thank you. I'll be right back with this. My tests are complete. With another shard to use as a comparison, well, I learned quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. It appears these shards contain latent magical energy, either caused by a strong enchantment from when they were whole or from their method of destruction. Furthermore, the shards resonate when they are brought together, increasing their magical energy output accordingly. These shards are pieces of a broken Githyanki silver sword. Are you familiar with the Githyanki? The Githyanki are a race of beings that dwell on the astral plane, led by Vlakith, the Lich Queen. Not a nice woman, I hear. Ages ago, the ancestors of the Githyanki were human and inhabited another plane of existence, where they were enslaved by the Illithids, or Mind Flayers. Then came Gith. Little is known about her outside the Githyanki, but she led the rebellion to free her people of the Illithids, and is considered the hero and founder of the Githyanki people. The Githyanki silver swords are forged with the special purpose of severing the silver cord that connects the form of an astrally projecting traveler to his or her material counterpart. They look like a regular Githyanki weapon until used in combat, at which point they turn into a column of flowing, shimmering liquid. Really quite amazing, I'm told. I believe the shards that you have found are pieces of one of these silver swords. I presume the Githyanki have come to Faerun to recover the shards. Common Githyanki would not possess a silver sword. These swords are rare and highly prized. They are given by the Lich Queen to only the greatest of Githyanki knights. When one of their silver swords falls into the hands of a non-Githyanki, they will go to extraordinary lengths to recover it. I wish I knew more. Jerro was the real expert. He actually possessed a silver sword. Jerro? Oh, he was a court wizard of Neverwinter decades ago. I met him a few times. He was a nice fellow, a little absent-minded with a tendency to drift off the subject. Jerro reminded me of my old mentor, Master Growler. Had the largest collection of noisy, exotic birds, made quite a racket, you know, chirping and squawking. Well, he's dead now, so I'm not sure finding him will help you much. When word of Amon's death reached me, it was from a messenger who had heard it in passing. The nobles who ruled Neverwinter at the time must have assumed I would simply know if another scholar passed away, for they had not mentioned it to me. It was almost an afterthought. I learned later that it was partly due to what Amon's family wanted, and what had been requested by the deceased, to enter life quietly and to leave it the same way. It is sad in this age when the passing of a humble scholar and indistinct court wizard barely warrants a footnote in history. It makes me wonder, will anyone remember me when I'm gone? That's kind of you to say, but unlike Jerro, I will not be survived by any family. The Джерро family was purported to have moved far away from Neverwinter following the war and Gerro's passing. Well, there is Gerro's Haven. I suppose you could try looking there. I suspect that the Neverwinter Archives here in Black Lake would have its location. They typically keep noble family records in the secured archives. They don't allow just anyone to access them, though. I petitioned to be allowed to peruse the secured archives, but I was denied because, well, some silly misunderstanding regarding misplaced books that somehow ended up in my possession. Normally, you would have to petition for access, which could take several weeks. However, ask the guards at the archives to speak directly with Archives Administrator Kotnik. He has been known to let me in, quietly on occasion. Very well. Thank you for your visit, and for letting me chat with you. Quite enlightening, really. Oh, and before I forget, you may take my shard. I've no use for it any longer, and who knows, you may gather more. Do be careful, though. I plan to raise my wards again after you have left to keep out those young nobles skulking about. Hope we haven't talked too long. Otherwise, they may have gathered their courage and attempted to sneak in.
Yes.
Follow my lead.
How can I help?
I suppose so.
How can I help?
I suppose so.
How can I help?
What?
Yes.
What? Now you shall taste my power!
Everybody, follow me!
I suppose so.
What's going on? Yes.
Follow my lead.
Yes.
We have the location of Haven. Interesting. There is another Gerro. Ziri will want her. I shall take care of the descendant. Wipe out all mention of the thief. Then rejoin the others. The Kalakcha! Kill him!
Chandra? The High Cliff girl with the flammable barn?
We need to get to her, and quick! The Gith Yankee are probably heading there right now!
Everybody, follow me!
Yes.
I suppose so. There she is! Capture her! Ziri wants her alive!
What in the hells is going on?
Things have turned out well for us, my brothers. The girl and the Kalakcha, both within our reach. Take one team and capture the girl alive. The rest of us will deal with this one.
I'll take it.
I'm not a pack mule. Remove this burden.
Yeah?
I suppose so.
Yes.
Creo na vítima. Apio no.
Split up and search the rooms. It should not be difficult to find the girl in here. So the Kalakja survived. Deal with him first. The girl can wait.
Hario e Boko.
You again. Don't come any closer. What? I'm not going anywhere. Why won't you all just leave me alone? Stop right there. What do you want with me? I don't even know. That's my house. First my barn, now my house?
This brings back memories.
Looks like those things are trying to smoke us out. Well, it worked. Let's get out of here before this place collapses. So my barn and home are both burned to the ground. Any more of your help and all of Highcliff will be the next to go. Anyway, I think it's best we part ways now. You go your way, I'll go mine. Look, I barely know you, but what I do know is whenever you show up, trouble's not far behind. So I think it's best we say our farewells now. Thanks. Maybe I should have stuck with you after all. Well, you could have killed me if you wanted to, I admit. Though you've destroyed everything else. Look, we really need to get out of here before more of these creatures show up. Do you know of anywhere safe that we can talk?
What? Not with us, I hope.
Why not? My barn's gone, my house is gone. Are we leaving right away? So are you ready to go yet?
Well, now I see you've brought someone new to my establishment. Now, who is this young lady? Please, lass, come in, come in. Make yourself at home. This here is the Sunken Flagon. I own it. You'll be safe here. Krabnar, play a tune or something. Make the lady feel welcome.
Why, of course! I was just thinking.
Look, we don't need a lecture on what passes through your head and out your mouth. Just play.
Well, the innkeeper certainly runs hot and cold. All right, I agreed to let you bring me here. Now I want some answers.
Not all of us wanted you here. Trust me.
What happened at my farm? Who were those creatures, and why were they after me? What could I possibly know that would be important? I lived on that farm all my life. Did they want to learn how to milk cows? Jarro? He was my grandfather. Or my great-grandfather. Or was it my great-great-grandfather? I heard he was an eccentric but humble wizard. But he died a long time ago. What's he got to do with this whole mess? My mother told me about the Haven when I was a child. I thought it was just a tale she used to make me do my chores on time. She always threatened to lock me in there if I wasn't a good girl. I have no idea where it is. Knowing its location wouldn't help you much anyway. My mother said something about a path you have to walk to get to it. Like a series of challenges, but I don't remember what they are. She also said getting into the Haven requires a pint of fresh blood. And not just any blood will do. It has to be Jarro blood. Wait, is that why you rescued me? So you could bleed me?
Oh, I get it now. I was wondering why we'd brought her here. She was really starting to bother me.
If you think I'm going to let you drag me into some dark dungeon I used to have nightmares about, think again. I have no memory of meeting him, but my mother told me that he saw me a few times as a babe, but I was too young to remember. Mother said he would cradle me and sing to me, and I would pull out his beard hairs.
Just keep your distance from me, lass.
You know, I never thought of it that way. You may be right. Look, I can barely think, let alone stand. I really need rest. We can talk about this tomorrow.
Is she sleeping here too?
Alarm! Alarm! Everyone, get out of bed and grab a weapon! The flagon's under attack!